For dessert, I'm making my Spumoni cake jars. So to get started on my chocolate cake, I'll get 3/4 of a cup of sugar. This is just my go-to chocolate cake, and I love it because it comes together so easily in one big bowl. A cup of flour, 1/2 cup of unsweetened cocoa powder, 3/4 of a cup of baking powder, and 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. This cake gets super fluffy, so we can lap up all that frosting. And 1/2 teaspoon of kosher salt. Always salt your cake. The salt just brings out all the flavors and makes them shine. I'm gonna whisk this well to combine them. These cake jars are an ode to my love of Spumoni, which is a classic Italian dessert made of layers of ice cream in pistachio flavor, cherry, and either chocolate or vanilla. The combination of those flavors just have my heart. So today I'm putting them into cake form. This looks good. I'll grab my wet ingredients. I've got an egg and some buttermilk. I love adding buttermilk to cakes. It adds tanginess and more depth of flavor. I'll measure out 1/2 cup. And 1/4 cup of neutral oil. This will help keep the cake moist. I'll crack in an egg. And a teaspoon of vanilla extract complements chocolate really well. I'll mix this up. I'll pour this right in. And I'll whisk it together. The combination of the chocolate and the buttermilk is lovely. Now that this is mostly combined, I'm gonna add 6 tablespoons of freshly brewed hot coffee because it helps the cocoa powder combine into the batter. And it doesn't make it really taste like coffee, it just adds more dimension. And I'll mix until smooth. This smells delicious, it's smooth and glossy. I've got a 9x13 cake pan that's been greased and lined on the bottom with parchment. I'll pour my cake batter right in. This is so luxurious. I'll spread it around so that it's even on the bottom of the pan. I'll stick this in the oven at 350 degrees for 18 minutes until a toothpick stuck into the center comes out clean. I can't wait. I'm smelling that chocolate cake. Oh yeah, that looks perfect. I'm gonna let this cool while I make 2 killer frostings. Both of these have the same creamy mascarpone base, and then I individualize them with pistachios and cherries, 2 of the signature flavors of Spumoni. I'll start with 1/2 cup of softened unsalted butter, and I'll add 8 ounces of mascarpone cheese, which I've brought to room temperature. I'll sweeten things up with 3 cups of powdered sugar, a good pinch of kosher salt, add the zest of 1 lemon, a splash of vanilla and almond extracts, and I'll mix until it's creamy. And I'll plop 1/2 of it into another bowl. For the pistachio frosting, I'm gonna add 1/3 of a cup of finely chopped roasted pistachios. And now to punch up the green color, I'll also grab some food coloring. Got 2 shades that I'm gonna mix because I'm indecisive. Moss and a little bit of teal. I think the mixture of the 2 is going to be pretty. If it's not, we're gonna be here for a long time. I'll mix this to combine. Oh yeah, this is a really pretty color. It's all mixed up. I'll get this into my piping bag. And into my second frosting, I'll toss in a good handful of chopped maraschino cherries. And I'll mix these in. The cherries are so pretty in here. Okay, I'll get this into my other piping bag. I've got whipped cream and I've got my jars, and now it's time to assemble. So the first thing I'm gonna do is get into the cake with my hands and break it up so that I could pack it down into the bottom of the jar. I'll just press it down with my muddler. You can get more cake in there that way. I'll add a layer of frosting, and I like to pipe it in because it's cleaner that way. Yeah, the layer is looking great already. And then add another layer of cake. Press it down. Yeah, this is looking good. Next, the pistachio frosting. I'll smooth out the top and finish with a squirt of whipped cream, some sprinkles, and a cherry on top. How adorable. Okay, I'll keep on jarring up my Spumoni. Da, 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 da. Look at these little magical jars of glee. I'm gonna taste one just to make sure they're okay. Here I go. The nuttiness and the fruitiness and the chocolate, everything together is truly something special.